Foreverdark Woods by Bathory. So this song is in C standard tuning. And I'll put the tuning on the screen here. So the song starts off with just a B minor chord here on the 7th fret. And then we have that little melody over the top. So we're on 14 of the high E down to 12. Onto the B, 15, 14, 12, 14, 15. And then back up to 14 on the high E. Then we're going to come down to 12 of the B, 14 of the G, 12 of the G, back up to the B string, 15, 14 of the G, 15, 14 of the B. Then we're coming back up, so 15 of the B, 12 of the E, 14 of the E. So that's slowly. And then we're back into the main one. So the chords, as I say, we start on a B minor. When the melody comes down to, then we're going to drop down to a G major chord. And then in between the G and coming back up to that B minor, we're just going to play an A major chord. And that is the intro with the clean sound, and then we've got the distorted guitars. Then the distorted guitars come in, and before I forget to say this, all of the tabs are available. I've put a link in the description to where you can get the tabs. So then the distortion comes in. Okay, so it's the same lick, just an octave lower. So we're going to start here on the 12 of the D down to 11 of the D. Then 9, 11, 12. All on the D. Then up to the 11 on the G. Then 11, 9 on the G. And that's the riff. Plays through that a few times. Okay, then we're going to play on the D, 9, onto the A string, 12, 10, back onto the D, 12, 11, 12 of the A, 10 of the A, 12, 11 on the D, then 12 of the D, 9 of the G, 11 of the G, and we're back into that riff. So underneath that we have power chords. Just fret 2 of the A string. And then when this comes down to, we're going to come down to fret 3 of the bottom string. Stay on there, and then passing, we're going to come up to fret 5 of the bottom string. And that is that first distorted riff. Then we've got this little section. So we're playing here on the 2nd fret of the A string. Open bottom string. 3 of the bottom string, power chord. Open bottom string to 5 power chord on the bottom string. And then after that a couple of times we come down to power chords on 3rd fret of the bottom string up to 5. And then onto the A string, 5, 4. Okay, so again that's 3. And then we're back down to that riff. Then we've got 4 bars of 2nd fret power chord on the A string. Up to 5 on the A. 7 of the A. And then we're going to do that thing again where we play the open bottom string muted twice to the 3rd fret power chord. Open bottom string twice to the 5th. So. Then we're back down to power chords on the bottom string, 3 up to 5. Onto the A string, 5, 4. Then we're down on the 2nd fret of the A string. Down to 5 of the bottom string. Then back down to 3, 5 of the bottom string. Then 5, 4 of the A. Okay, so again, we're starting here. And that's that riff. Then we have this riff. So again, all power chords, 2nd fret of the A, 5, 3 of the bottom string, 5 of the bottom string, then down to 2nd fret of the bottom string, 5 of the bottom string. And that's that riff. Then we're back into the chords, 3, 5 on the bottom string, 5, 4 on the A string, and then we're back into that melody with the chords that go underneath. That we played at the beginning. Then we're back into a riff that we've already played. That one. Then we've got another 2 sections that we've already played. So on the bottom string, power chords 3 up to 5. onto the A, 5, 4. And then we've already played that, and now we've got another section we've already done, which is that riff there. So just listening to that again, this section here, it actually sounds like we're playing an open bottom string in between those changes. Okay, so 2nd fret of the bottom string, open bottom string, 5 on the bottom string, open bottom string. Then we're back into these chords. And then we're back into this little melody. And the chords that go underneath. Then we've got a section with some chords. So we're playing an E minor chord, and we're going to play the bottom strings and then the top strings. Then we've got a G chord, G major, and then a power chord, 2nd fret of the bottom string, up to 5 fret, all on the bottom string. Then we're going to repeat that, but we're just going to reverse these 2 chords. So then E minor, G major, power chord on 5 on the bottom string, down to 2 on the bottom string. Then we've got this riff. So all power chords, and we're starting on the 3rd fret of the bottom string, then the 1st fret of the A string, then the open bottom string, 1st fret of the A string. So. If you find it easier, you can play it here. So we have 3 on the bottom string, 6 on the bottom string, open bottom string, and then 6 of the bottom string again. Then we've got this riff. So all power chords, all on the bottom string, and we're sliding up and down. So 5 up to 7, 7 down to 2, 2 up to 3, 3 up to 5. And you'll notice that I'm only picking every other power chord. So slide up, pick, slide down, pick, slide up, pick. I say it's every other, it's not, it's 2 out of 3. And that's that riff. There's actually a variation in here, so it goes like this. So on the last note every second time you play it, you're playing an open bottom string instead of that chord. So again. So we'll play it round twice. So the first time we play it the way we just did it. That's the first time round. The second time round, instead of playing this A chord the second time, we're going to play an open bottom string. And that's the variation. Then we've got a couple of sections we've already done before. So this one. And then the melody part. With the chords, etc. And then when we finish the song, we're playing power chords on the bottom string, 7, 5, 3, 3, 5, 7. So here is the accurate tuning, because the actual tuning is slightly lower than C standard. And that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.